Hello, welcome to another video in this Ruby on Rails quiz app for beginners. So basically, quiz app is just a project that we have chosen, but the main point is to understand Ruby on Rails from scratch. Okay, so till last video we understood about the associations in models. Now let's go in a bit more depth. I don't know what I will do in this video, so let me run the project and think, because we haven't added the users related table yet, so we cannot create users for sure. Okay, let's do one thing, which I generally don't do in any other videos, and even you won't do later on in your career. But right now, because we are learning, I think it's a good thing to do, which is all the things that we have implemented, let's validate them. Okay, each and every property. Okay, we'll try to validate each and every property. So let's go to quiz one. Here there are four properties. Okay, so first of all, we'll divide these properties into two parts. One is related to validates, and second is related to associations of has many, has one, through, independent, destroy, and along with this, what else belongs to all those things. Okay, so let's focus on this first. Validates. So I'll try to create a quiz without title and description. Let's say if we get any error or not. Okay. So in this particular video, you don't have. It's nice if you implement these in terminals, but the most focus should be to understand things. Okay. So quiz dot create. Okay, I'll use a bang operator so that if there is any error, it will let me know easily. Okay, and won't execute the transaction. And title, let's pass null. Description, let's pass null. Enter. Undefined local variable null. Okay, null is not defined. So what we'll do is we won't pass anything. Then also it should be null, right? Validation failed. Title can't be blank and description can't be blank. How is it coming? Active record, record validation. Okay. So this is an active record, which again, active record is getting used at application record class, and application record is giving that those properties to quizzes. Okay. So it is saying that title cannot be null and description cannot be null. Great. So now if I remove this, let's see what error do we get. We still get this. So let me reload this. And now we get title cannot be null. So that means that if we use validates, it is making sure that at model level, it is checking those things should not be null compared to database level. So, okay, validates is done. Obviously, it will work in questions also. Obviously, questions, we have validated only these. So let's see. Question, question dot create title. It can be empty. It cannot be null. Okay. Then let's check that, verify that what we have said. Option A, option B, B. Okay. Now what should happen? Should this get executed successfully or not? If I fix this spelling mistake, it should get executed successfully, because our model just says that title should not be null. It is empty. It is not null. Option A is A, option B is B, and option C and D, we are not talking about that. Title cannot be blank. Okay, I thought it cannot be null. So if it cannot be blank, let's add something. Title, and we can see it got added. Option C and D are null. Okay, but if I do the same thing with option A only, we'll get option B cannot be null. Okay, so let's exit this. Clear. So we have validated these things also. Correct answer. Let's validate this also because it's related to numericality. And what are the things that question correct answer need? Let's go to schema. Correct answer needs a question ID and correct option. Okay. By the way, what is this correct option? Let me check schema again. This is an integer, right? So that's fine. And we have mentioned here also integer. So it's overall on the right track. So first I'll have to add a question ID. So for that, all I'll do is I'll list all the question dot all. We have few questions. I'll use the first one. Okay, ID one. Uh, Correct answer dot create, what else? Question underscore ID one What else is there? Correct option, right? Correct option. Let's enter 5. We should get error. Okay, it started the transaction. That means it is going at the database level, which means somehow this is not getting correct validated. It should be greater than or equal to 0, less than or equals to 3. It was not checked correctly. Why? It is transaction means database, right? So it should have worked correctly. Correct option must be less than or equals to 1 by 3. Okay, so it started at the database level, but it was not interacting with the database. It was still interacting with the active record only. Okay, so active record was responsible for checking it, and it checked that it should be between 0 and 3, and it gave the error that it should be correct option must be less than or equal to 3. Correct. Now let's do it as -1. And we got the error. Correct option must be greater than or equals to 0. So it gives separate errors. Okay. It won't give that it should be between 0 to 3. So that's the advantage of using numericality. Let's use the other one which we discussed in last video. Inclusion. I think we can just mention the array here is 0, 1, 2, 3. Like I'm just thinking if we can improve the error message. An object of this I think there's some issue here. Use inclusion in Rails. Presence inclusion in this. Okay. Let's go to its correct documentation. Inclusion is, let's do inclusion. Inclusion paste. Okay. Is, okay, percent %w is this. So percent %w is for words, I think. Let's use percent %w for now and see. I think percent %i should work. Percent %i brackets 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. If there's any error, we will fix it again. Clear Rails C. And you can use upper arrow code to go back to this. Whatever was the successful query, it will go to that only. Okay. So what we can do is correct answer question underscore ID 1 and correct option -1. Enter. Undefined method correct answer. Okay, I'll have to use create also. Dot create. I forgot that. Create. Enter. An object with the method include was this. Okay. Okay. Uh, it should have worked, but if it is not working, I'm not very worried about this because it's not a big deal. Inclusion this. Okay, we can directly use this. 0, there are commas, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Reload. And we can see the error that correct option must be greater than or equals to 0. Correct option is not included in the list. This is correct. That correct option is not included in the list. Why is the second validation still happening? Okay, because I kept it like this. But even this error is also not correct because it is mentioning that it should be within the list, but it is not mentioning what is the list. So I think this earlier one, which was using the numericalities, makes more sense to me. But now you have understood more both of these in detail. Okay. So we have validated this also. So all the validation things are done. Great. Now what we'll do is first I'll get rid of the entire database actually because exit clear Rails DB drop. Okay. Is being accessed. Okay. Let me know. Let me close my this. Mostly in that case, it should work. Rails DB drop. Let me close my VS Code completely. I'll stop this terminal also. Start this terminal again. Increase size, CD, desktop, YouTube, code, quiz, clear. Rails DB drop. Great. The database has been dropped. Now we will have to again create this database and do the migration. So Rails DB create. Good. Rails DB migrate. Great. Now we will add some data again. So what I want to do is I want to create this data in such a way that there are a couple of questions and those questions are mapped to couple of different quizzes. Okay. So first let's create two questions or yeah, two questions. Question. I'll have I'll have to put in some efforts because it does take time. Let me open the VS Code, see the structure to understand the correct. Let me increase the size here. Schema, questions, title, option A, option B, option C, and option D. Okay. I'll keep it simple. I'll keep yes, no all only. So capital of India is Ahmedabad. Okay. Option A, you can see this here. Option A is true. Option B is false. And the answer is option B. Okay, so we will add this question. Question has been added. We will add the answer also. So correct answer dot create. First, we will need to mention the question ID. So question ID is 1. Question underscore ID, which is 1. And we need to mention the correct option, which will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are not validating it. We have already checked everything. So the answer to this is, this was 0, this was 1. So let's do 1. And let's enter. Okay, so it got added correctly. Now, I did mention to you earlier that if I try to access the question, I can access its correct answer also with this. Okay, so let's try this. Question dot find 1, enter, we got this. Question dot find dot 1 dot correct answer, yes, correct answer, and we got it. Okay, question ID 1, this option, correct option is 1, which we can understand it is from option B. Okay, so these associations help us in accessing those things easily. Okay, we'll see this for quizzes and all other things also. So let's exit, clear, Rails C. Let's create another question. Capital of France is Paris. I'm assuming it is. Okay, true or false? Okay, this is the second question. Let's add another solution for this. So correct answer. Let's try it another way. Can I create? I think I can create. Earlier we used correct answer, question ID, and those kind of things, right? Now we will use question dot find second one. Let's do enter. Okay, we got the question, so we can use question dot find dot correct answer dot create. I'm just trying this. I think it won't work. I will still have to mention the question correct answer, but will it, sorry, question ID, but will it work because it is associated with it? I'm just trying out these things. It is, if you don't understand it, it's fine. At this point, it's fine. I'll use correct option to be 0. And it failed because of, okay, let's not go in depth of it. It's fine. Because we already know how we can do it. It was just that I was trying to experiment with associations. Underscore ID 2. Enter, and we saved it. Great. Now, let's do one more thing. What I will do is I'll delete the question. Now, because this question gets deleted, that correct answer should also get deleted because it is dependent on this. Okay, so let's do this. First, we'll do this. Let me stop this so that I stopped this. I stopped my server in between just because I can clear the console and start from top. Okay, because otherwise seeing at the bottom is not good in YouTube videos. At least when I was viewing videos, I don't like this. So question dot count. We have two questions. Correct answer dot count. We have two questions. Great. So now what we will do is we will delete one question so that the other answer will get deleted or not. To check that, question dot find one dot destroy. Okay, let's see where we started. This was our command. It started with question. Select question star from questions where this. Okay, so basically it is executing this query first. Okay, and it got the question. Now after that it began the transaction, which is correct answer. Okay, it was trying to find the correct answer. Okay, it deleted the correct answer. Then it went to quiz question mapping also, just to see if there are any mappings in that, because we have written this also. Okay, there were no mappings. So it executed the query, but there was no mapping, so it was fine. And after that, I think it deleted the question also. Okay, here, questions where question ID is this. So it was trying to delete everything possible associated with these dependent, destroy, dependent, destroy. So if the question gets destroyed, everything where we have written dependent destroy will get destroyed. Okay, so let's see again. Question dot count one, correct answer dot count one. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. I won't go in depth of it because I won't do it for other things, because this is the same thing actually. You can try out with this for quiz also. You can try it out with this has menu also. In that also, you just have to write dot questions and it will work. Okay, assuming that you have quiz questions mapping also. Okay, so all of these are straightforward. We'll be doing coding part, so it will again become clear. So I'll keep this video short only just because I think it was a really nice thing to understand these things. Okay, so that's it. See you in next video. Do comment, like, and definitely subscribe to this channel and join. You can find the link in in the description below. Thank you. Bye bye.